Greetings and salutations. It is February 9th, 2017. Time now is 8:04 p.m. Running a little behind. Headed to the studio. Back at it. Took a couple weeks off, even though I went to the studio last week, but doing something for a joint project with three of my homies. But anyway, what the heck is going on over here? Anyway, so on the way to the studio, recording actually 3 songs tonight, 2 for my album, 1 as a feature. Shout out to my man Kava King, Heathen alumni. But anyway, so I have a set list of songs that are pretty much like, even if people aren't going to hear it, I have this plan where I have a crew of people who are going to like listen to the songs that are potentially going to be in the album. They're going to determine which ones are the best ones for the album. So the 2 songs that I'm recording tonight, they're not going to be a part of that list of, it's going to be about 20 songs that they're going to listen to and determine what's the best. I say anywhere between 6 to 8 songs. And so 2 of the songs that I'm recording tonight, they're not going to be part of that 20 because these are songs that are mandatory for the album. So moving along, but it speaks to my struggle throughout my life, and it's called The Listening Party. And so it comes from the perspective of me, of course, and I'm at this lounge and we're throwing a listening party, and you know, most of my main crew is there. They're supporting me, you know, helping me get things ready in preparation for all of these new fans that I hope to gain. They never come. And so everybody else is getting worried. Excuse me. I don't. I'm cool, I'm calm, collected the whole time because I'm confident that at least one person shows up. So without giving too much of the song away, the reason why this song is so personal to me is because throughout my life, I've felt like I've been more of the listener. People come to me with all types of problems, all types of just wanting to talk about whatever their dreams, their hopes, their aspirations, and things of that nature are, or just whatever they may have on their mind at any given time. But I've always felt like whenever it's my turn to talk, people don't seem to be as attentive. People don't seem to be as tuned in. People conveniently have to get off the phone, or they conveniently have to go do something else. Like, I've never really felt like a priority. And it's kind of trickled into support for other people in terms of music, in terms of people's writing, in terms of whatever ventures people have that they have going on. I feel like I've been very supportive of other people. But earlier this year, really in January, things have picked up lately, but my alter ego, Dirk Scribbler, writes a blog called New Problem Tuesdays. And so it fluctuates in terms of how supportive people are, but last month was a particularly rough month. I just felt like nobody was really reading. You know, I wasn't getting a lot of likes, I wasn't getting a lot of views, and I just felt like, you know, well dang, you know, if people aren't in tune with this, or people aren't supporting this, then how can I expect them to support an entire album I'm doing? And on one hand, I look at it like, okay, I know me, and I'm not like the most avid reader in the world, but I try to read a lot more than I was doing for a long time, especially because I'm a writer. So I have to read more articles because I have to draw inspiration, or I have to make sure that my information is correct. And so, you know, that's one way that I've tried to look at it, is that I shouldn't take it personally because people just don't read. And then I write a lot. And that's another thing that I've tried to do. And I think that's what kind of threw me for a loop, is because, okay, now I'm actually working harder to shorten my stories and people still aren't reading them. And so it ties into the whole thing of feeling like people don't listen to me as attentively as I listen to them. Or people aren't as just attentive to me and what I have going on as I am with them. Sometimes I honestly feel like I'm boring. And so sometimes those insecurities make their way into conversation. When I feel like people are trying to cut a conversation short, or people don't let me finish my point, especially if I'm in the midst of an argument, a lot of times I get really defensive, or I get passive aggressive, or, I do certain things that I recognize it's nonsense. And, I have to often check myself. And so I try to do that so that other people don't check me. I usually recognize when I'm trying it. But the whole point is I can't look at an album that way, because music is different. People receive music differently than they'll receive something that's written. Although I've kind of felt some way about that, because I've been releasing music with other people, and I feel like only a handful of people support. But one of the things that this song focuses on is not the quantity of people who support you, but the quality of people. I'd rather have 10 people who are down for the cause, all the way down for the cause, than 100,000 people and maybe 10 to 25% of them are really truly down. So I think that's one of the struggles that I have as an artist or somebody who creates, is that you can't focus on numbers solely. You have to focus on how invested, how connected people are to your cause and to what you represent. And that's the struggle of the song, and that song talks about that. So that's one of the most important songs to me. And another reason why it's important is because it contains the anchor, it contains the theme of the album. And it's one line in there that says, even if I'm late to the party, I can still dance, but I gotta make it to the party for a real chance, which is also a line in a song that I recorded a couple weeks ago called Fashionably Late. That's gonna feature my homie Clutch the Rapper. Shout out Clutch the Rapper. But I had to have that song as a reference point. And then it's just a good song. So that's what I'm doing tonight. About to head to the studio, not too far away. Gotta sip my tea before I go there, get my voice right, because, got it. I'm a perfectionist, so everything has to be right. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Check out some more. Be more recording soon. So I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
Hello world, are you listening? If you got time, I'd appreciate you visiting. I might drop a couple jewels, get them listening. Riding your final little boys, what my mission is.